Warning: the following content contains language that may be inappropriate for younger viewers. Viewer discretion is strongly advised.
Welcome to the Let's Get Heavy podcast, your exclusive backstage pass to the realm of heavy music. This episode we are chatting with the one-man band Enslaved Angel to break down his latest offering, Oceangazer, which is a tidal wave of emotions, atmosphere and aggression. From fear-fueled anthems, ritualistic riffs, we explore the stories, struggles and sonic shift behind Max's boldest record yet. So let's get heavy. I want to welcome you back to the Let's Get Heavy podcast, where we like to highlight bands and just try and spread a little bit of positivity throughout the world of metal. And we're here today because we want to talk about your latest project, Oceangazer. Now, that Oceangazer is it stands out straight away. What does this symbolize for you, and how does it tie to the album together thematically?
Oceangazer as in having an outlook on the wide space of life, of political spectrums, of whatever. It's just about being informed nowadays, especially with all the information war going on. So, having an outlook and having an open mind to different opinions, different viewpoints, and ultimately forming your own opinion. So the album thematically is obviously very political, and as metal kind of started as being a pretty political movement. So yeah,
definitely the punk scene anyway, back in the early days.
I mean, Black Sabbath was also pretty political.
Yes, War Pigs, definitely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
yeah, definitely War Pigs. But obviously, like you just said as well, there's a strong sense of emotional turbulence as well, would you say? Across tracks like Flood and Shame, whether specific personal or global events that shaped the mood on this record.
Yeah, obviously the ongoing genocide happening in Palestine right now. I won't get into the graphic details because hi YouTube. Yeah. Just the overall things going on over there, and personal with the Pełnia situation and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I mean, there's all kinds of conflicts across the world as well, because I think we've still got the Ukraine and Russia conflict still going on as well. But like you say,
the big bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit!
It's some scary times at the minute. Some scary times. It's I feel like it's going to get worse before it gets better. But I hope for the God that I am wrong. But fear is your only God in these dire times. That is a lengthy title in itself, but again, seems very, very heavy. Is a powerful statement. What inspired that track? How do you see fear operating in today's world?
I mean, it's obvious how fear operates. It's the tool to get the clicks, basically, right now. So, fear mongering and whatnot. And the title is inspired by a line in Vietnam by Rage Against the Machine when Zach De La Rocca said, "Fear is your only god on the radio," referring to back then with the radio programs Vietnam, of course. And it just seems appropriate for today's situations. Or whatnot.
So more like how the media is fear-mongering sort of thing.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, sometimes it's not even the media. I don't know if you're on TikTok or anything, Max, but
Uh,
I,
I'm
I've
not on
seen,
TikTok, but on IG Reels, it's basically the same, but with a
yeah,
slight delay.
just some people, I feel some of those people are just as bad because, like you just said, they want those clicks, and to get those clicks, it's to put out fear, uh, make people angry,
Yeah,
and it
rage
boils.
baiting, fear baiting. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. And
a
you're
new
saying
form of clickbait. Yeah,
this is one of the things you're fighting against in your new music.
yeah. I mean, sort of not really fighting with it, but like pointing out that like you know, I mean, obviously, like peace is not an option anymore, sadly. So you know, like being able to spot propaganda and like learn from history what that propaganda is.
Mm,
It's really a really powerful like skill set to have,
mm,
especially
mm.
right now.
Yeah, it did, and definitely comes across. There's a lot of anger that you've
Yeah.
put out into this record, Max, by the sounds of it. But the whole album moves between ambient textures and aggressive riffs. How did you approach balancing atmosphere with intensity?
I mean, I've listened to a lot of Fall, so like Vildiarta, or Vilgiarta, I think it's pronounced. But yeah, just a lot of Fall. I'm also friends with a couple Fall producers, so they like helped me with combining this stuff, mixing it so it sounds cohesive and not like a jumbled mess of shit. So yeah.
Hmm. Uh, on that topic of mixing, my only critique, if you will, on the album is the vocals are a little quiet.
I mean, yeah, but you know, when there's so much happening instrumentally, vocals sort of become like another instrument.
Hmm.
So I know like people cling to vocals mostly, but like when the meaning is also translated through instrumentals, like vocals are just another tool to convey the message.
Hmm. Hmm. No, that's absolutely fine. Like I say, that's my only critique I can really say on the album.
Mm.
It is chuggy, which is what I absolutely dig. I do love a good chug, especially on Beneath the Waves. That just
Yeah, yeah.
it's
That that's
slow
that's that's
chug.
that's that song especially is like very hardcore inspired. So like to get the people to step in and whatnot.
And I feel at times as well, you what would I say? You get a bit funky at times as well. As a prayer that's
Oh
got
yeah,
like a bit of funky vibe going in there.
yeah. I mean, like I said, it takes a lot of inspiration from Rage Against the Machine, and obviously Rage Against the Machine also gets funky a lot. So you know,
I dig it. I dig it. You're not gonna have just full on just chug all the way through. It's a mix. It definitely a dark
yeah.
vibe. Oh, so the Shepherd and Incinerate feel more almost
Incarnate,
ritual.
incarnate, not
My apologies.
incinerate.
Thank
Yeah,
you very much
yeah.
for correcting me. Feel almost ritualistic. Were there any spiritual or mythology influences on these songs?
I mean, the shepherd is like again like fear mongering, but like through religion. So all the recent like rapture talks, especially on the US side of social media, which is basically the Christian way of saying like be ready, something is coming, and obviously nothing came. So
Mm. So
surprise, surprise.
like all these end of the world and doomsday clock sort of thing.
Yeah. I mean,
There's been quite a few.
the
Been quite a
doomsday
few of
clock
them.
is more like figuratively speaking, like the Doomsday Clock is basically like a graph of how fucked are we. So
Well, have you seen today's world? We are pretty fucked.
yeah. Incarnate is more of a environmentalist type of thing, like some Gojira influences here and there. Flood is also pretty like Gojira influenced, lyrically and musically too. But the earth is dying and we killed it, so
I hear you.
that's the vibe.
Mm-hmm. What was the most challenging track to write or record, and why on this album?
I think the title track, to get the piano be audible even with the guitars in the quote unquote choruses, because there's parts that repeat, which is like repetition is what music.
I know you were a multi-instrumented artist. I know you do guitar, bass, etc. But I didn't know you played a bit of piano, or is that a guest?
It's programmed, so I'm not really playing the piano because I don't have a keyboard even. So
Fair enough.
I'm just programming a piano with a library. So you gotta do what you gotta do.
No, hey, couldn't agree more, mate. You gotta do what you gotta do, like you've just said. But you said that was more your most challenging song.
I mean, there's also like a shit ton of layers there. Like there's some strings which are also libraries, but there's some horns, there's some like complex harmony going on, and just getting it to sound cohesive, and that the elements are audible and not like buried under the low doom and whatnot.
And I know you said you worked with a couple of producers because you've got some friends who are in the Thal, of course. But was there any one specific engineers or guest musicians on Oceangazer?
No, I've just asked my friends for feedback and what they would do to get the sound. So it's more like a friendly talk of, am I doing this correctly? And of course, the speaker testing, because they obviously have different monitors, different speakers at their disposal. So just checking if it sounds good on their speakers. And
basically getting a feel for the album before you actually putting it out there. So, how did the recording process differ from previous releases? Any new gears, techniques, or any studio rituals that you might have incorporated?
Technique wise, I guess I started double tracking the guitars, which is a huge step up in the sound overall. But I've been double tracking for like a year, but the previous Discog that was in mono mostly was not good, and I'm glad it got deleted in retrospect. So yeah, that's.
Any new samples from maybe?
I mean, samples like sample libraries, of course, the string section, the pianos, which are from BandLab. Piano is from BandLab. The strings are from a sample library recorded at the BBC Orchestra. So they sound as real as it gets when you do them right. So yeah, that's basically it.
And how do you feel Oceangazer reflects your personal growth as a musician since your last release?
I mean, it certainly shows that I'm getting better at mixing, and composition wise, I think it's much better than anything I've put out previously. So yeah, it just shows personal growth and also my political radicalization. So yeah.
So When you mentioned how have you been improving on your mixing? What techniques have you been using?
I mean, first of all, I've gotten like pretty okay at mixing the low end. So like the kick and the bass, they are not like jumbled and they are cohesive. And yeah, I mean, there's more clarity in the mixes now.
Mm,
I feel
mm.
like, yeah.
So, with the name Enslaved Angel, because you've been going for some time now,
Yeah.
how does the name Enslaved Angel, what does it mean to you now, and has the meaning evolved over time?
I mean, the starting point of Enslaved Angel was like I just uh, got two words that sounded cool together, and then I checked, of course, Google and Spotify if there is an artist already by that name. There wasn't, so I became Enslaved Angel. But now it kind of gets a meaning of like, being here, being a slave to whatnot, the capitalistic mental of like, gotta get money, gotta get more, you know? So, like, also the angel aspect, like, because people aren't like naturally meant to work 8 hours a day. So, yeah.
I hear you, my friend. I hear you. Well, so, is there any potentially UK metal or underground acts out there that you would like to collaborate with down the line?
I mean, I've recently showed you the band Burner with their song City 17. They are absolutely
That
fantastic.
was
So,
an absolute chunk of a
yeah.
song.
So if you're watching guys in Burner, hit me up, you
That,
know?
that was absolutely sick, yeah.
Yeah. Uh, Also, I'm not sure, like graphic nature, their like mix of DNB and metal is pretty sick. So I would like to collab with them, but they are a much bigger artist, and I don't know if they even know I exist. So, and I
Hey,
doubt they are watching. So, like, no offense, Steve. No offense.
that's none taken, mate. None taken whatsoever. I understand not everyone listens to this podcast at the end of the day, so
Yeah.
no offense is absolutely taken. But no, I hear you, mate. So with the Oceangazer album, what do you hope listeners take away emotionally or philosophy? Have I said that correct? Physicality. I can't even say my own questions.
Uh,
Yeah,
I
what
mean,
do you hope the fans take away emotionally?
I mean, I hope they stick around because, like, I'm working on the next project already, which is way more like jazz infused, more piano, more like spicy harmonies and whatnot. So,
Mm, mm,
yeah,
mm.
I hope they find it interesting enough to like stick around and see what else I'm cooking up right now. So, yeah.
And when we did previously talk, there was chat about a potential live album release show. Is that correct? Has that taken place?
Uh, y- yeah, that has taken place. Unfortunately, the weather was pretty bad that day, so not a lot of people showed up. There were like 18 people total, so still more
Uh,
than zero. So I guess
that's
that's
18 more years that's been on the album that you could have thought of. Do you know what I mean? So yeah,
yeah, yeah,
it
yeah,
takes all those 18 people listening to your music will then
yeah.
go out in the world and then show your music. Do you know, it's to tell one and then they go out and tell their friends, etc.
Yeah, hopefully. And the stickers that I showed you last time are there already, and they are plastered on the wall. One is, and it's.
How did the live show go well for you? Because you
I
did do
mean,
some of the songs live, didn't you?
I mean, I was hoping I would do them, but there was just not enough people to, start up it or whatever. So we just chilled, listened to the record, talked about it. Then we jumped on live instruments, and it was fun. So yeah,
Excellent. Oh, as long as everybody had a
com
good time.
com com community building and whatnot.
As long as everybody had a good time at the end of the day. Any potential future live shows from yourself? And
I mean, not as Enslaved Angel, but maybe with my band, Acidia, which was like black and death metal. We played like 2 weeks ago
Mhm.
to a crowd of like 75 people. So
Nice.
that was much better than the 8 people that showed up. So yeah,
Nice. And I'm assuming your vocals, guitar in that band?
vocals.
Just vocals.
Yeah, just vocals.
Easy life for them, easy life. Just
Yeah.
all you need to do is set up a microphone and you're done.
Yeah. And of course, ask if anyone needs help because, like, I'm not the typical star lead vocalist that just, oh, I've brought my microphone. My job here is done,
I mean,
which, like,
there's a few
PSA
people
to
out.
vocalists. PSA to vocalists. Like, if your bandmates need help, help them. Like,
Yep. What Max has just said, I'm not going to name names, but I've seen it on a regular basis when I've been
yeah.
to small underground shows. So, yeah, all they'll do is my job's done, set my microphone up.
Yeah, I call it LSS, LVS, lead vocalist syndrome. So
Mhm.
yeah,
So yeah, like I say, not mentioning names from my part, but
yeah.
couldn't agree more, mate. What's next for Enslaved Angel? Any new music, videos on the horizon? Maybe some new merch?
I mean, merch is like there already with the print on demand type of deal because I
Yes.
cannot afford to like order 100 shirts and hand them out. So yeah, it's a print on demand store. I can send you the links to put down in the description if you're okay.
Please, yes.
Um, I'm still doing the thing with 50% of the sales on Bandcamp and of the merch to go to Palestine, whether it be organizations like Doctors Without Borders, Gaza Collective, or personal like little fundraisers from people there. So yeah, and also the new music, which I already told you is on the way. I think I even have the first single on the January 2nd, so first Friday of 2026. It's gonna be a new single from myself.
Nice. Got to allow the track title, or have you not got one down yet?
Yeah, it's Ember, so like you know, it can mean lots of things. It's basically about what the album was about. So, like, you know, all the powers that be are clawing away at what life produces. So,
Nice. Couple of
yeah,
quick fires and Max before we end our evening because you already know the Geordie challenge, so we can't really go through that
yeah,
again.
yeah,
So, because this is well, technically second time, but unofficially third time that
yeah,
you've been with us.
yeah.
So yes, so a couple of quick fires. If Oceangazer was a sea monster, what would its special attack be?
Oh my God, like the radicalization of youth, you know. Boom! You're now terrorists. Not literally
Right towards
Why
the
not?
end, and we're having some
Really?
technical issues. 1 second, mate. Let's wait until wait a few seconds.
The connection.
Like I say, it's only happened once. I can cut this segment out. One
Yeah.
one little problem's easy to resolve.
Yeah.
Right, let's go for. You're offered £1 million to replace your guitars with banjos for 1 day, or for 1 song, or for 1 tour. Do you take it?
Of course.
What
I need
would you-
money. Come on.
What would you try and do? Would you try and add some distortion to those banjos?
I mean, I can maybe Enslaved Angel, like Appalachian version, you know? Bring out the old cowboy boots, do some e-hauls and whatnot, and
If your mic could talk, what would it say?
please stop.
Oh, dear me. Pineapple on pizza, is it divine or is it demonic?
Oh my god. I mean, I'm personally not against pineapple on pizza because like it's no offense to Italians, but like it's a fine flavor combo. Like also with the ham, like pineapple has an enzyme that helps you digest meat, so that's also like there's some pretty like unusual on Italian side, like gorgonzola with pear, which is absolutely fire as a flavor combo. So yeah, I mean pineapple on pizza is just like pear and gorgonzola. Like it shouldn't work, but it does for some people. And don't knock it until you try it.
Well, this is what they say, my friend. This is exactly what they say. If you had to cover one cheesy song, pop song, whatever song you find cheesy, in the style of Enslaved Angel, what song would it be and why?
Oh my god. I mean, it's also the question of define cheesy, you know, like
So like the heaviest song of them all, or anthem, you know what I'm talking about.
so that type of cheese. I mean, I mean, let's go for it, and you know, let's make a cover of "We Are the World," you know.
And finally, if you had to listen to one album for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Mr. Bungle, self-titled, because that record is so wild and out of the box that every time I listen, I find something new, and it's like a wild ride through like jazz, through like metal, proto new metal, and whatnot. And of course, it's Mike Patton. So
You didn't even have to think about that, to be fair.
yeah, I mean, it's one of my favorite records of all time. So
There we go then. Hey, there we go. Max, thank you so much for your time this
Thank you.
afternoon. It's been a privilege. I will leave you with the rules of the pit, or the rules for life. When somebody falls, we pick them up. Cheers very much, mate.
Cheers.